had a lot of questions about supplies. So most of the time I just buy it. Mini paper plates, they're $1.25 for 50 at Dollar Tree, just buy it. I put them in sets of 10 and then they're stored away in bags. Scarves, I buy sheer tricot. It's beautiful, it could be used for water. And there's a sheer versus a non-sheer. I get 1.5 yards. I cut 18-inch squares and they're about 50 cents each when it's on sale. I think it was $6.88 a yard and then I had a 25% off. So go for that when it comes to scarves because I'll have them in a bin and each row will have the same color. I like to use white for snow. It's winter time, the snow is falling down. And the next thing I want to tell you about is rhythm sticks. So we used these at the workshop. They're 7 inches long. They also have a little beveled, rounded edge. These are 5/8 inch dowels and they are 6 3/4 inches long. And you need to sand this part because it is sharp after being cut. This is the sound of the rhythm sticks. This is the sound of the dowels. So they have a little different pitch, probably because of the density. This is pine, and I don't know what the other rhythm sticks are. I bought rhythm sticks when they were $1 a pair. And now they're a lot more. So if you have the budget, buy them. If you don't have the budget and you have someone that can cut all that wood, it's about $1.20 a pair if you buy a 48-inch long rod that's a dowel 5/8 inch thick or in diameter. The next thing is drums. So I asked someone to go to the cannery and can empty number 10 cans. And so I also decided to buy this lid, and that's on this side. And then on the other side, I have some fabric that you would use for a picnic. It's kind of felt on the back and vinyl on the top. And I used some extra wallpaper that was hanging around my parents' house. It had this really cool pattern. Herringbone, I guess. And then I just needed something to put around it. So this is just a band that I bought. I'm making some for nursery. So these are chicken cans. And then the lid just fell. But after I put this on and glue it, then I can put the band around and I'll have little drums for nursery. Or I can use little drums in primary too. The last thing I wanted to tell you about is pipe chimes. This would have been a great thing for the iron rod. They come in really long lengths. And my dad bought 3 of these pipes and I don't remember the diameter. So here you go, that's what it looks like. And then there are specifications of how long it is for the pitch. And they go from the longer to the shorter, lower to higher. So with these, my stake primary president in a former ward or in a former stake had her husband make pipe chimes for each primary. And so we used them. Sometimes you can just use spoons. You can use dowels with a little bead at the top. There's a company that makes them locally in Utah. I think they're in Layton, so I'll get the link for that. And I wanted mine to be cute, so that's the sound with something metallic. That's the softer sound with the dowel and the bead. My sister-in-law made this that wraps up. There's a little spot for each one to be put in, and then some ties. But you could also just put them in a bag, put them in a pillowcase, wrap it up, give it a tie, and you're all set. So mini paper plates, scarves, rhythm sticks, drums, pipe chimes, or bells.
Enjoy.
I need to show you the Hoberman sphere and something else that you could use as well. So a Hoberman sphere will grow, expand, and contract. You can use it for loud and quiet. You can also use it for phrase shaping. You can say, this is too loud. At Five Below, if you have one of those in your area, they have a smaller version. And this is also a smaller version of a Hoberman sphere. Five Below has it for $5. I think it's called a nucleus ball. You have arms to show the same thing. You can get a fan. You can also get a slinky, but every time I use a slinky, my slinky gets ruined. So good luck with using big and little, loud and quiet. I wanted to show you how I store my different manipulatives. So I have a large box. It's an iris container from Costco. And within that container, I have sets of 5 pairs. So they're all ready. And then when I get them ready for our primary music leader, because I'm not the primary music leader and they want to borrow my stuff, I know how many kids are on each row. They have a little diagram for me, and then I can put them in a bin and they're a lot easier to get out. So that's how I keep things all ready for the next